Okay, so let's see if we're on. Right, so hopefully we are on. I'm just going to send this message out. Let's have a look. Do. Right, we're going to just carry on with a commentary, even though none of you are on at the moment, but I've sent it back out. Slough have literally just scored on 24 minutes, and it's Warren Harris that has got the goal there, so apologies about the problems we've had there. Slough have just... Warren Harris scores on 24 minutes for the Rebels, and... it's been one-way traffic here for the Rebels so far today. So we're just going to see if we can open up a chat window for this one. And then go back to that one. And then turn that one off. And then go up that one. So we're just going to see if people can put that out. We're going to just go back to that. Let's have a look. So what we're going to do is just going to carry on doing the game here at the moment. Slough winding up with that goal from Warren Harris. It's been all-way traffic for Slough so far this season. Play the ball over the top. Looking for Gavin James. Gavin James is offside. And... I don't want to reply to it, don't I? That's me. As Slough with the 1-0 victory lead here at the moment. Sorry, just getting ahead of ourselves here. And we'll bring some scores from around the other ground games as well. It's just... we are still here, don't worry. So we're just ball been played forward here. It's going to be Nelms, the captain, who just clears the ball for Cinderford down the line, but it goes back to the debutant goalkeeper for the Rebels in Sean Rowley. Rowley just had not a lot to do today, just some good ball handling skills so far. And it's a ball on the far hand side out here towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse with the ball forward. Goalkeeper for Cinderford, Cameron Clark, has had a busy day today. So just been made a few good saves already. And ball's currently here with the left back Bloom bringing the ball forwards. And the ball's here with Welch. Sorry, not Welch, it's Hicks. Hicks plays the ball in here to Bloom, but it comes off him last. And it's a throw to Slough. There we are. Just here, just going to try and get some more people to... As ball played forward, Flood wins the header. And ball comes back here towards Flood. It's Flood who can turn. Because it's to Warren Harris, but Harris is in an offside position. And it's a free kick. It's a free kick to Slough, actually, for some strange reason. And we're just going to see if we can tweet out this new link for the commentary. So the Slough fans just making a little bit of noise here at the moment. And we'll just wait for this corner to come, free kick to come in from James Dobson. As Dobson takes his free kick 25 yards away from goal, chips it in with the ball. It's evaded everyone again. Clark does well to gather the ball at his feet to keep the Slough out. And it's ball's been played here. It's got Clark with the ball at his feet, and he looks to play a long ball down the field. It's going on the far hand side. It's going to be tried to be kept in on that far hand side by Nick Harry. I will run through the two sides for you very quickly in a second. There's just a throw to the Rebels. So starting with Cinderford Town, who are playing in all green with black sleeves on their shirts, green shorts and green socks. In goal, Cameron Clark. 2, Shane Parry. 3 is James Bloom. 4 and captain is Josh Nelms. 5, Dan Clare. 6 is Jack Alderdice. 7, Elliot Ford. 8, Jared Welch. 9, Craig Norman. 10, Nick Harry. And 11, Sammy Hicks. For the Rebels in goal is Sean Rowley, making his debut as Gavin James just plays it here towards Smart. Smart spreads the ball here to Fraser. Fraser down the line looking for Warren Harris. Harris just gets a little tug there. It's a free kick for the Rebels. So Slough have Sean Fraser as 2 captain, Paul Stonehouse is 3, Nathan Smart 4, Mark Nisbet 5, 6 is Lee Togwell, 7 James Dobson, 8 Simon Dunn, 9 Gavin James, 10 Chris Flood and 11 Warren Harris. As the ball just breaks into the box, but it's cleared up there by Alderdice back to his goalkeeper Clark, and Clark with a good long ball down the field, and Smart comes across to win that one there off Harry, and it's back here to Fraser. Fraser just spreads it back across the 18-yard box there to Nisbet. Nisbet now has the ball, just bringing it forwards, and gives it to Dunn. Back towards Nisbet on that far hand side. And then ball's been lost, and it's won back here by Alderdice. Alderdice just running into a bit of trouble, is helped out there by his right back Parry. And then the ball's just come through, one back here by Togwell. And then Togwell brings the ball here to Warren Harris. Harris just turns in the middle but loses the ball. And it's Hicks who can try and play the ball over on the far hand side. So now looking for an off. And the ball's been cut inside here. And the ball played in by Harry to Fraser. Fraser just gives it a touch to Rowley. Puts him under a little bit of pressure there. And it's been cleared by Slough for a throw into Cinderford. 20 yards away from the Slough goal, and it's Hicks who will take this throw, and Hicks is going to leave it for Bloom to take the throw. And it's come off of Cinderford get another throw, taken quickly, trying to find Harry, but marshalled out there by Nisbet, and it's out for a goal kick to the Rebels. So we apologise for the problems we've had here for the start of the second half. We'll try and give you some goals from around the games. There's some important games going on. It's Biggleswade versus Hazen Yedding, Chesham versus Banbury, Chippenham versus Merthyr, Cirencester versus St Neots, Froome versus Kettering, Kings Lynn versus Basingstoke, Kings Langley versus Stratford, Leamington versus Dunstable, Redditch, Hitchin, St Ives, Dorchester and Weymouth, Cambridge. Those are the other games in the Southern Premier League today. Ball's just been played here to Alderdice. Alderdice plays it outside there to Welch. Welch has the ball stolen off, it breaks to Alderdice and finds the left back in Bloom. Bloom here just chipping the ball forward here, looking for the run of Hicks, but Rowley comes across, has to head of the ball though as it just goes outside of his box, and then it's a throw to Cinderford again, putting a little bit of pressure on. First 20 odd minutes of the game was all really slow, and it culminated with that goal from Warren Harris, and really since the goal it's been the other way around. Cinderford have had the better of the play. And we wait for this throw to come in from Bloom. Bloom puts the ball into the box, headed away by Warren Harris. Togwell tries to get there, but it's Welch who gets there for Cinderford. Plays a ball across here to the right back Parry. Parry just chips the ball too far, and Rowley will gladly take that one on his debut here on loan from Shrewsbury Town. And it's been played out by him. It comes back towards Stonehouse. And it's an offside against Nick Harry, and it'll be a free kick to the Rebels, a couple of yards inside their own half. And it will be taken quickly by Slough with Nisbet towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse chipping the ball forward, trying to find James. James flicks the ball on. Flood then flicks it on, and then Gavin James tries to get it. Oh, breaks into the box well. Kind of cross it. He shoots himself, and Clark again with a really good save in the Cinderford goal. And Clark's had a really busy afternoon. That was a really good save from Gavin James there. And it's a corner to the Rebels on the far hand side. James Dobson to take this one again. And there'll be an outswinging corner for Slough. Dobson just placing the ball down. Slough going to the far post. Different routine than they normally use. Nisbet makes a run across there. It's played into the near post, but Flood gets to the ball first. Plays it back out here towards Dobson. Dobson takes a touch, crosses again second time, and it's a mix over. It's gone past the side net. It's a corner to Slough. Actually came off a Cinderford head, and in fact it's going to be given as an offside. It'll be a free kick to Cinderford for a player being in an offside position. We will try and run through some of the scores for the other games for you today. Just apologies about not being back on the radio there, but we're back on now. And it's a long kick by Clark. It'll come through to Nisbet, takes it on his thigh and manages to clear for Slough, but just plays it straight out of flow, and it's a throw to the Rebels. And it's taken by the right back Parry. Little push in the back there, and the referee spotted that there by Norman, and Norman just playing after having his red card against Chesham rescinded by video appeal, so he's back on. He's not served a ban. As Nisbet takes his free kick for the Rebels, just long ball down. James heads the ball trying to find Flood. Flood tries to get there first. Allardyce is there first for Cinderford. Can only clear against Togwell. Then ball forced to Welch. Welch with a little ball in here towards Norman. Norman chased by Togwell. But in towards Harry. Harry on the centre circle, surrounded by two Slough players. Does well to turn past both of them and then plays the ball out on that far hand side where he finds Ford. Ford in towards Welch. Welch looks up, plays a lovely little ball here down the side for Parry, but Parry's in an offside position, and it'll be a free kick to Slough. And it'll be the goalkeeper Rowley that will take this one, and we'll give you some half-time and bits of scores. And so Rowley just plays the ball long. It's going to be won by Clare. Heads the ball out to go straight out of play for a throw to the Rebels on the far hand side, just by the away dugout. Taken quickly in towards James. James finds Fraser. He's in a lot of space here on this right hand side. He'll pass it back to Nathan Smart. Sorry, in the centre circle. Back towards Fraser. Fraser with the ball forward. Clare almost out jumped there by Harris. It comes through to Harris from a touch from I think it's been volleyed in, and it's a touch there by the left back Bloom, and he puts it out for yet another corner to the Rebels. And again, James Dawson will go across to take this corner for Slough. This one will be an in-swing corner. It's quite a blustery day here at Arbour Park. It's overcast. Sun just trying to break through on that very far-hand side behind the main stand. In-swing corner here to come from James Dobson. Dobson just waiting for a little bit of movement. Puts some good on it. Headed away. And then flicked on again by Ford. It'll come to the edge of the box, but Allardyce wins it for Cinderford. Plays the ball here looking for Welch. Welch won't get there. It's out for a throw to Slough halfway inside the Cinderford half, and it's going to be Togwell that takes it. Togwell takes it quickly, finding Nathan Smart. Smart then spreads it here towards Fraser. Fraser back towards Nathan Smart. Now just trying to pull Cinderford out of position a bit. Plays over to the far hand side where Stonehouse wins the ball. Just chipped in towards Togwell. Togwell with Welch on his back towards Nisbet. Nisbet the ball forward, finding Flood. Flood flicks the ball and looking for the run of Gavin James. James gets there first, just on the corner of the box, just being forced wide, but keeps it in by the corner flag. James tries to go past, but just takes the ball out of play, and it's a goal kick to Cinderford. And it'll be Clark who will take this one for the goalkeeper, just in a kind of pale blue, very much like the away kit of Slough. Slough with this 1-0 lead, coming on 24 minutes from Warren Harris. Ball played in. It's Dunn who wins the header forward. Headed away though by Nelms, only as far as Togwell. Togwell into the path of Warren Harris. Harris under a little bit of pressure here now, chips the ball into the post. It's Flood with a header. It's wide of the goal though, and it remains 1-0 to the Rebels. And it's a goal kick to Cinderford Town. And there is some videoing of this game going on, so you will be able to see some highlights of the game. As Clark, the goalkeeper, will just look to take this up. We've got about 6 minutes of the first half to come as Clark takes this goal kick for Cinderford. Nisbet does well to win the header. Only as far as Dobson. Dobson just gets clattered there. The referee says play on, but he's going to put it back for that free kick on James Dobson. And this one's about 40 yards away from goal. And a good referee in there by the referee Jamal Horn. His two associates today are Daniel Hayes and Jonathan Bolland. And it's quite a central position for this free kick from Dobson, but 35 to 40 yards away from goal. So Dobson just maybe will just chip this ball in with a bit of power. Dobson standing over this free kick for Slough, just waiting for the referee to just having a little chat with the Cinderford number 6 Jack Alderdice, and he's made sure that the ball's 10 yards away, just telling them not to jump up with their hands up. And it'll be a free kick here from James Dobson. Dobson just looking up, pits this one in with a bit of space, and it's a free header. It's an offside though. It would have been offside against Chris Flood. Hit the post anyway, but it's a free kick for offside, and it remains 1-0 to Slough. And we've played 40 minutes here at Arbour Park. Although obviously we've not been on air for 40 minutes. We had a few problems. And it's Clark with this goal kick. Long one. Guess someone by Dobson. Dobson's header trying to get that back. It's played back to his own goalkeeper by Welch, and Welch does well. Clark just comes to the side of his penalty area, lets a Slough player play, then plays the ball down. Flicked on well by Ford, but only finds Nathan Smart. Smart with a quick ball forwards there, but too much on it, and it's can't be collected by Flood and runs all the way through to the goalkeeper. And Clark just rolls the ball outside of his penalty, just past the little D of his penalty box, and then just plays the ball down the forward, looking for Norman. Norman out jumped there by Nisbet, comes to Alderdice. Alderdice heads it back in, trying to find the number 11 Hicks, headed away by Slough. Again, Alderdice gets a second chance. Again, Nisbet has a second chance cleared. Ball fall to Ford on the far hand side. Ford will let it roll for a throw to Cinderford on the far side, right by the home dugout. And I'll leave it for Shane Parry, the right back, to come across to take here. And a quick throw by him in towards Harry. Harry gets the ball back from Ford in towards Gerald Welch. Gerald Welch on loan from Cardiff City. Spreads a lovely ball here for Bloom. Bloom's in a bit of space here. Harris finally just does come across. Bloom can put the cross in. It's flicked on, and an acrobatic kick there by Harry at the far post. Almost a overhead kick, but it goes wide of the goal. And it's out for a goal kick to the Rebels. So if you know people that would normally listen, we have set up a new link for the commentary. There was a problem with the old commentary setup, unfortunately, so we've restarted another one. So please spread the word if you know people who are listening. Ball here for us by Sean French, trying to find the run of Togwell. Togwell tries to break in, but it's hooked clear by Clare, and it's out for a throw. Does the ball go over the top? It does indeed. It's gone out of play, so we'll need another ball. And we will give you some of the half-time scores here. Give us a wave, Scotty, go on. As Ball comes through here to Fraser, in towards Togwell. Togwell's lost the ball here to Hicks. Hicks with the ball played forwards, but Nisbet will chase that one down on this near hand side and plays it across to Rowley. Rowley's got yellow and pink boots, one yellow boot and one pink boot on today. Back ball with Nisbet in towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse just inside his own half, plays it back towards Nisbet. Slough happy to keep the ball here at the moment and work a little bit of space. Ball's with Nathan Smart, bringing the ball forwards 10-15 yards in towards Sean Fraser. Sean Fraser just cuts inside, gives the ball in towards Togwell, just a little bit behind him. And he'll put it into the path of Mark Nisbet. Nisbet just playing the ball forwards, running with it in towards Stonehouse. He's made a good run down his side, gets across in for the far post. Flood tries to get there, but Nelms is there first for Cinderford. Good defending there by the Cinderford captain. It's out for another corner for the Rebels, as the Slough fans try to make a little bit of noise. Just so you know that there is a bucket collection for Mark Scott, the Slough's injured goalkeeper, and you can still give on the crowdfunder. We'll give you those details at half time. So we wait for this corner to come in on the far hand side from Dobson. Dobson just playing the ball in, headed away though by Cinderford. Comes on the edge where Welch tries to hold the ball up, trying to release forward. Forward's going to run here against Warren Harris. Forward trying to break across the halfway line, still travelling the ball 20-30 yards. Nathan Smart comes across with the tackle, and it's a throw to Cinderford on that far hand side. And Cinderford trying to look for Welch. Welch just closed down by Slough's number 8 Simon Dunn. Ball's been kept in play on the far hand side by Parry. And towards Clare. Clare will go all the way back to his goalkeeper Clark. Clark just has the ball at his feet, just trying to see if there's an option for him to play the ball. Hits the ball long here towards Bloom. Bloom flicks his header in. Nathan Smart's there, heads it the wrong way, and then Nisbet comes across, heads it back to the goalkeeper Rowley, and it's into his hand, and we'll get to see how well he kicks. He's on loan from Shrewsbury Town, making his debut for the Rebels. And long ball here forwards from Rowley. Flood's beaten to the ball by Clare, but it'll come through here towards Harris. Harris heading the ball on. Alderdice smashes the ball away. Harry trying to chase on his own. Nathan Smart wins that first header. He's under pressure now, Fraser from Hicks, and Fraser can't keep the ball in. And it's a throw for Cinderford, taken quickly by Hicks in towards Bloom. Bloom being closed down there, chips the ball in there, and it'll run all the way through to the Slough goalkeeper Rowley, and he'll just take it with his feet. And then plays it out towards Nisbet. Nisbet has plenty of time. He's got Simon Dunn near him. Plays the ball down the line for Dobson. Dobson back here towards Nisbet. Nisbet in towards Simon Dunn. Simon Dunn 20 yards inside his own half. Nisbet travels forwards, gets the ball back, crosses the halfway line. In towards Dobson. Dobson turns. Got a bit of space to come into. Gives it here towards Fraser. Slough just a little lack of play on this right hand side. Dobson with the ball inside the centre circle, just being forced away there by Alderdice, but gets the ball out here towards Nisbet. Nisbet brings the ball forwards here, looking for a play in. He's giving it the ball away here to Alderdice, and Alderdice can now pass in towards Norman. Norman trying to set Harry free. Harry trying to go past Nathan Smart. He shoots from a long distance. It takes a deflection off Nathan Smart, and it will be a corner to Cinderford, and they'll send forwards the two centre backs, Clare and Nelms. And it'll be Jared Welch who will take this corner. And it's just waiting for this corner to come in for Cinderford. So now with some defending to do just into these last seconds of the first half. Ball played in, catches in the wind. It's a header there by Norma, but he can't head it goalwards. And it's gone out for a goal kick to the Rebels. And we'll give you some half-time scores. Chesham 0, Banbury 2. And it's Kings Langley 0, Stratford 2. Half-time Chippenham 0, Merthyr 0. So Rowley just looking to take this goal kick. I think the referee will blow for half-time when he takes this kick. There's been no injuries in the game at all. Rowley with this goal kick, headed on well by Dobson, in towards Flood, so he's trying to find Gavin Jones. Gavin Jones will get there first, goes round the goalkeeper, can he put it in the empty net? He does! And on the stroke of half time, Gavin James gets the second for the Rebels. Good ball there by Dobson and Flood. Flood just flicking the ball on, Gavin James just gets goal side of the defence. Goalkeeper comes out, dives at his feet. Gavin James goes round him and just slides the ball from a difficult angle into an empty net. And it's Slough Town 2, Cinderford 0. And just as well, the referee didn't blow up for half time, wasn't it? There, so, or otherwise we wouldn't have that second goal. And we've got some other ones. It's Cirencester 2, St Neots 1. And it's going to be Cinderford that will take this goal kick. Cinderford's playing from right to left, and that literally was straight on the stroke of half time. That goal coming from Gavin James. And it is 2-0 to the Rebels. So our apologies that we've had a few problems here today with the radio. I don't know what was going on with the link, but we seem to be fine now, hopefully. So we'll try and get people to tweet out the new link so that you can all listen. The comment section is open as well, so if you do want to comment on any of that, so good afternoon to Tequila Shark who's listening. And we'll run through those kind of things. So just a couple of things. There is a bucket collection here for Mark Scott, Slough's injured goalkeeper. And you can also, if you want to donate, if you want to do it online, it's under crowdfunder.co.uk. And if you search on there, it says find products, and you search for Mark Scott, that will be how you find it, and you can donate on there. And if you're not already here, then that's another way of doing it. And Mark Scott is actually here today, so had a nice little chat with him earlier on. So Scotty's out and about. He's just unfortunately can't do a lot of movement with his head, unfortunately. So he's stuck at home a lot, just doing not a lot, watching Jeremy Kyle and Judge Rinder, which is not my ideal kind of viewing of on a day off, but there you go. Half-time score, Frome 2, Kettering 2. So I'll run through some of those half-time scores with you and run through the two sides for you again. And we'll just a few Slough fans just making their way behind to go. Leamington 3, Dunstable 0. St Ives 1, Dorchester 0. Redditch 0, Hitchin 1. Kings Lynn 0, Basingstoke 0. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. Cheshire 0, Banbury 2. We've got Kings Lynn 2 for Doofer. Trying to think if there's anything else. Biggleswade I'm trying to find. That's who we're after. Weymouth 1, Cambridge City 0 is the half-time score. Let's have a look and see if we can find anything. Not a lot, so there you go. So first of all, apologies, we had a problem with the link for the first one. For some reason it just wouldn't pick up the fact that there was internet, so we've had to do a new one. So if you do know of anyone, if you're in contact with any Slough fan who would normally listen in, and if you could just let them know that there is a new link to the commentary, that would be absolutely fantastic. And do that via text or via something else. I don't know, whatever else there is, phone, whatever. Just let people know that there's a new commentary link set up and that they can listen to full coverage of the second half. So our apologies there for that one, and we see if we can just, well, it's half time, let's just see if we can find some bits of there's some the music being exceedingly loud today for some strange reason, and let's see what else we can do. Let's find some let's just see if we can put a few little bits out. So let's have a look. We're just going to go Biggleswade 1, Hayes and Yedding 0. Chesham 0, Banbury 2. Chippenham 0, Merthyr 0. So it's Cirencester 2, St Neots 1. Frome 2. Let's just put this on. Just going to post it on Facebook that we're on a different link. So Kings Lynn 0, Basingstoke 2 0, Kings Langley 0, Stratford 2, Leamington 3, Dunstable 0, Redditch 0, Hitchin 1, St Ives 1, Dorchester 0, and Weymouth 1, Cambridge City 0. Those are your half-time scores from the EvoStick Southern Premier League. I'll run through the two sides for you fully as well in a second. But really good to see Mark's got the injured Slough goalkeeper as Mike Pitt. Sorry, excuse my hiccups. I've got a sore throat today as well as the hiccups. I don't know what's going on. And it's been a little bit crazy. So we're just trying to get onto a few social media bits to just say that the game. Let's just see what that. And we'll give you some up and coming details. Next Saturday, Slough will be away to Frome. And if you do want to go by the coach will be leaving the St Joseph's Roman Catholic School, which is just behind us. And it will be leaving at 11 o'clock, so you can still go for that. And hopefully we'll be on time with the radio next Saturday, as some of the Cinderford subs just go through some rather wild shooting in the half-time interval here. So I will run through those two sides for you again as well, just trying to get some just so my apologies for I don't know what was going on, but we've been sat here for ages with the computer trying to get everything going, and I don't know what happened, but for some strange reason we couldn't seem to get the internet to link up to the YouTube thing, so I had to close everything down, redo it. That didn't work, so I had to do the same thing again. That didn't work, and then I had to close the computer down totally, reset up a new commentary link that just says Slough versus Cinderford, try again underneath it, and that is how we've hopefully managed to get on for the second half. Slough lead through 2 goals, and before the goal that was scored was just as we came on. Slough absolutely dominated those first 24 minutes of the game. Cameron Clark, the Cinderford goalkeeper, made a couple of excellent saves. Slough just got efforts go wide. There was an effort where James Dobson had a shot and he hit it straight through Cameron Clark's leg. Clark got something to it and then just managed to get the ball cleared off the line. And Slough really should be at least 3 or 4 nil up at the moment, rather than the 2 goals they are. Those 2 goals coming from Warren Harris on 24 minutes and Gavin James on 45 plus 2. And Slough with a couple of new signings for this week. In goal is Sean Rowley, who signed from Shrewsbury Town. I would guess that while Slough were looking for a goalkeeper over the last few weeks after the injury to Scotty, they spoke to a lot of clubs to see if they could get one, and some clubs just couldn't get one for that time. And it looks like Shane Rowley will be the goalkeeper for the rest of the season, I do believe. So he will be in goal. Alan Walker-Harris, who's done really well in the 2 games that he played, will go back to Southampton, and Paul Strudley will stay with Hartley Whitney. So Sean Rowley is the new goalkeeper. They just announced the attendance and I've missed it. There you go. So we'll keep our eye on Twitter for that one. Also signing for the Rebels and on the bench today is number 18, Liam Enver Marham. He's played at a couple of different clubs this season already. He's been played for Maidstone United in the conference, So he's here for the rest of the season as well. So Slough just adding a little bit of strength to the side. There is actually a transfer window in non-league football, so I don't know if you know that, but after March the 31st, clubs cannot sign a player unless it's an emergency goalkeeper. So that's I'm just trying to see if there's an attendance release, but I could have sworn he said it, but I missed it. So there's the you can actually hear the Tanway system being exceedingly loud here at the moment. Liam Envermarum has signed as well, and you may well find a couple of extras. Some of the team news for you: Manny Williams on Tuesday night broke a metatarsal. That's one of those bones in your foot. He will be out for what likely to remain the whole of the season. And an update on Harrison Gilks. Gilksy has been warming up before the game, doing a few runs up and down the side of the pitch, just trying to get his overall fitness back. His knee seems to be fine, but I don't think we'll see him back before the start of the new season. Some other teams, other games have already kicked off. And it's so we're just here at half time. For some reason the thing is exceedingly loud, and we're just it's just going to try and hold on for a minute here, really. If Slough do beat Cinderford today, with the score currently 2-0, it'll be the first time that they've ever beaten Cinderford. Cinderford have won all previous meetings between the three sides. There's only been 3. Obviously they won a couple of weeks ago when Slough visited Cinderford. Cinderford won 2-1 that day. And we're just trying to see if we can get a steward to come across, and we'll see if we can get these kids who are playing football to stop. Just give me 2 seconds.
Hey, stop playing football behind them. I told you before. Go down the other end.
Apologies there. Just got some kids who are deciding to use the back of the stand as and the electric cable that we've got as a goal. Well, it was like a football goal, really. Basically, they're just playing football against it, and it's not what they should be doing. So, just that's the 4th time that I've had to tell them that. And just waiting for the half-time. Ran a little bit over. There wasn't any injury time in the first half. I don't really know where the referee got it to allow Slough to score that second goal, unless it kicked off a little bit late. But so we'll keep you up to date with the scores from the other games as well, and hopefully you're spreading the word that we're on a different commentary link as well. So hopefully you'll be able to listen in, and just one of the Cinderford players has just had to jump over the fence to get the a ball that he's just booted over the top there, which is unusual. You don't normally get to see that. And we'll see how it's going. We're just waiting for the two sides to come out. I'll run through the starting signs lineup for you. For Slough, in goal was Sean Rowley. 2 and captain is Sean Fraser. 3 Paul Stonehouse. 4 is Nathan Smart. 5 is Mark Nisbet. 6 Lee Togwell. 7 James Dovson. 8 Simon Dunn. 9 Gavin James. 10 Chris Flood. 11 Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels today were 12 Guy Hollis. 14 Nathan Webb. 15 Lewis Putman, 16 Callum Bunting, and 18 is Leon Envermarum. For Cinderford, in goal is Cameron Clark, 2 Shane Parry, 3 James Bloom, 4 and captain is Josh Nelms, 5 Dan Clare, 6 Jack Allardyce, 7 is Elliot Ford, 8 is Jared Welch, 9 Craig Norman, 10 Nick Harry, and 11 is Sammy Hicks. Substitutes for Cinderford are 12 Lewis Bamford, 14 Ben Hands, 15 Callum Mooney, 17 Giles Gotland, who's the goalkeeper, and 18 is Paul Michael, who's the player manager. Your referee for today is Jamel Horn, and his 2 assistants are Daniel Hayes and Jonathan Boland. We're just going to see there's some of the Slough fans just making their way around the game. And we'll bring you second half. A couple of Slough players already out at the moment. And we're waiting for the rest to come back out. If you do want to get in contact with us, you can contact us on Twitter at MOFC Rebels Radio. And also, if you're on the comment section, and if you're on the right YouTube commentary link, then you should be there. But a couple of you are already on there, so good afternoon to you. And Slough out now for the second half. For some strange reason, the tannoy is exceedingly loud on this side of the pitch today. There are some mascots here today from the Montham Lane School, who are one of the advertising board sponsors here at Arbour Park. And we're just going to see if there are any substitutions coming out for the 2 sides as they emerge from the tunnels. Let me just see the Slough teams as we're just having a look. Slough seem to be unchanged, and at the moment it doesn't seem to be any substitutions for Cinderford, so I'll run through those 2 sides for you again, starting with Cinderford Town, who are playing in green shirts, green shorts and green socks. They've got some black stripes on their green shirts. Slough will be shooting from right to left. They will also have the kick-off. In goal is Cameron Clark, 2 Shane Parry, 3 James Bloom, 4 and captain Josh Nelms, 5 Dan Clare, 6 Jack Allardyce, 7 Elliot Ford, 8 Jared Welch, 9 Craig Norman, 10 is Nick Harry, and 11 is Sammy Hicks for the Rebels. In goal for Slough, Shane Rawley, 2 is Sean Fraser, captain, 3 is Paul Stonehouse, 4 Nathan Smart, 5 Mark Nisbet, 6 Lee Togwell, 7 James Dobson, 8 Simon Dunn, 9 Gavin James, 10 Chris Flood, 11 is Warren Harris. So Slough will be shooting right to left. They'll be against the rather strong wind here, as someone's paperwork almost lost it. Then that would have been fun for you, wouldn't it? If you'd have lost your paperwork. So the game kicks off. Slough with the ball here through Togwell in towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse looking for Flood. Flood does well to out jump there, but cleared here by Allardyce, and Nisbet wins the first header. Forward then with the next one. Togwell's there first for Slough. It'll come back here towards Ford. Ford in towards Welch. Welch gives the ball away to Warren Harris. Harris trying to win it back, but it's come back here by Allardyce, and he plays it here to the captain Nelms, and Nelms spreads the ball, but he hits it too far, and it's a throw to the Rebels deep inside. It's a throw to Slough just by the home dugout, really, and it's taken quickly by Sean Fraser in towards Dobson. Ball comes here from Dobson in towards Nisbet. Smart. Smart spreads it. And ball's here with Stoner. Stoner's a little touch into a Dobson. Dobson will play it back to Nisbet. A bit of smoke coming from somewhere. Someone's sort of just got a bonfire somewhere. Simon Dunn plays the ball into Flood. Flood tries to release Paul Stonehouse, but it's a little bit overhit. And it's a throw to Cinderford halfway inside their own half. And it'll be Parry with the throw, trying to find Ford. Ford tries to flick it on. Togwell wins it for Slough. In towards Dobson. Dobson just shaken off the ball there by Ford. Good play here by Cinderford. Welch spreads the ball here well to the far hand side, where Bloom, the left back, can bring the ball forwards. Finds Hicks. Hicks tries to dummy the ball, but well spotted by Fraser. In towards Simon Dunn. Dunn's got plenty of room. Here finds James Dobson. Dobson just looking to play the ball here towards Flood. Flood makes a run to the left hand side. A little bit far. Flood has to trap the ball. Stand on it. Still got the ball at his feet. In towards Dobson here. Dobson looking to cross with his right. Good cross. Finds Gavin James trying to find Warren Harris in the box. Warren Harris just loses the ball out, but Simon Dunn wins it back for Slough. Dunn just been forced wide on that far hand side and tries to pass it towards Sean Fraser, but a tackle comes in. It's a throw though to Rebels, taken quickly by Warren Harris. Back towards Fraser. Fraser now finds Simon Dunn. Dunn just has time to look and turn and play the ball here towards Nathan Smart. Smart does well to move the ball away from Harry. Finds Nisbet on the centre spot, in towards Dobson. Dobson in a central position, goes wide, takes the ball with him, turns out and shoots, trying to chip the goalkeeper, but it's just over the top of the bar, and it's a goal kick to Cinderford Town. So Slough still with this 2-goal lead. A couple of really good games, and as the Slough fans just getting behind the Rebels. Ball here for Norman. Norman trying to chase the ball down the line in the foot race here with Stonehouse. Norman holds the ball up well in the corner. Gives it to Ford. Ford crosses first time. It's a header there for Harry and he just can't get it goalwards. And he just got underneath it a little bit too much there and headed it over the top of the bar on that far hand side. And it's a goal kick to Slough. Now looking to try and take it short, I thought, but Rowley will go down and play it down the other end. So just wait for Rowley to take this goal kick. Rowley, long ball down, trying to find Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on here towards Flood. Flood tries a overhead flick, finds Gavin James on the corner of the box, just being forced wide. He's got Stonehouse with him, tries to back in it, gets a lucky rebound as Stonehouse, but then Alderdice comes across and clears, and it's out for a throw to the Rebels. And Dobson wins the ball back here for Slough. Plays to Stonehouse. Stonehouse plays it off Parry. It's a throw to the Rebels. Again, halfway inside the Cinderford half. Cinderford trying to break quickly with Harry. Harry plays the ball in, but Sean Fraser will win it back for Slough. Ball out here towards Warren Harris. Harris got time to play it in towards Flood. Flood trying to flick the ball on, chase his own flick on. It's Hicks who cleared, but only as far as Harris. Slough just keeping the ball here. Ball with Nathan Smart. Smart just has plenty of time to control and bring the ball out here towards Fraser. Fraser back towards Nathan Smart. Slough trying to keep the ball. Stonehouse in acres of space on this left hand side if Slough can find him. Nisbet's almost playing like a back of a free back three, to be honest, in a left back position. Ball over with Fraser. Fraser chipping the ball forward, trying to find Flood. Flood just loses out, but gets a lucky rebound here. Ball falls in towards Dunn, in towards Flood. Flood shoots and scoots, and he finds the side netting. And Flood just shoots from about 12 yards out from an angle, but hits the side netting. And it remains Slough Town 2, Cinderford 0. 5 minutes of this second half gone. And Clark with this goal kick takes it short here towards Nelms. Nelms will go back to the goalkeeper Clark. And Clark just looks up, plays the ball long. Fraser's underneath it for Slough. Good defensive header. Flood then wins the next flick on. Tries to find Simon Dunn. Two players slip on this great turn. Ball hits from Welch. Trying to find the runner forward, but Stonehouse is there and he goes back to the goalkeeper. And Rowley just chips the ball over for Stonehouse. Good play there by the goalkeeper. Stonehouse takes it on his fight. Brings the ball forward. It's got Dobson standing almost alongside it. Dobson then makes a run. So does Simon Dunn. Stonehouse is running with it. Runs 62 yards. Gives it to Dobson. Dobson looks up, crosses, deep flying header. It's a third for the Rebels, and it comes from Chris Flood, and that goal on 51 minutes. And Chris Flood with a stooping header there, and plants it past Cameron Clark-Slough with a 3-0 lead here. And we have very fortunately managed to be here for all 3 goals. And who would have thought that? It's a great cross there by James Dobson, but really good work by Paul Stonehouse. And the cross from Dobson well headed in by an unmarked Chris Flood. And Clark in the Cinderford goal had not much chance of saving that one. And Slough now lead here 3-0 as we're just waiting for the kickoff. Let's just see if we can find some scores from around some of the other games in our league. Weymouth are now 2-0 up at home to Cambridge City. Cinderford with the ball at the moment, just playing it across their back four. Kings Lynn have taken the lead against Basingstoke. Kings Lynn won, Basingstoke slew. Slough just forced Cinderford make a mistake and won the ball back for a throw on the far hand side. Let's have a look and see what else we can find in this second half. Not a lot. No, can't see anything. There we go. So we'll just keep you up to date with this one. Slough with the ball on the far hand side. Gavin James keeps it in behind that corner flag in towards Warren Harris. Harris plays it in towards Fraser. What's Fraser doing? Oh, he's hit the crossbar and it's bounced down and then been cleared. You alright? Oh, rubbish. You wait till you get in the bar later. I'm going to put 50p on the floor for you to pick up. As Mark Scott, the injured Slough goalkeeper, just walking past there, and it's good to see him in some good spirits. Slough with this corner, taken short by Dobson towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse and Dobson just lose the ball here, and it's Hicks who can bring the ball forward, bouncing along at some real speed here for Cinderford, just looking for an option. Plays the ball across. Warren Harris heads it away for Slough, and it will come here towards Dobson. Dobson hits it at Welch and then gets another chance to try and clear. Welch has run it back in towards Hicks. Hicks tries to turn past Simon Dunn. Allardyce loses the ball out, but it falls kindly to Nelms. Nelms just outside the centre circle, in towards Allardyce. Allardyce looks up, finds Norman. Norman coming deep to get the ball up. Finds forward on that far right hand side now. He's got the overlap of Bloom if he needs him. Tries to thread the ball through. Togwell's there first for Slough to clear, but Ford gets it back in towards Bloom. Back towards Ford. Ford just looks up and comes all the way to Nelms. Nelms spreads it here to Clare. Some good football here from Cinderford down. In here towards Welch. Welch tries to thread the ball. Well spreaded by Nisbet. Nisbet can bring the ball forwards. And he's going to try and find the run of Flood. Flood with the ball. It's over the head of Nelms. Flood tries to get there, but that's a really good tackle by the Cinderford captain, Josh Nelms, who gets there first. It's a throw to Slough, and they've taken it quickly, though. Slough get a bit of luck there. Warren Harris in towards Flood. Flood again tackled by Nelms, who's done really well and clears, but just hits it straight out of play. It's another throw for the Rebels. And this one's about halfway inside the Cinderford half. Just going to have a quick drink at the moment. Floodlights have come on here at Arbor Park as Flood tries to flick the ball forward. It's Ford that won it back, but he runs straight into Togwell. Togwell chips the ball into the box, trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James tries to control it. Clare gets it, but Warren Harris hits it, and he's put it into the side netting. As Clare just turned into a danger. Didn't see Warren Harris there, but Warren Harris couldn't get his second of the game, and it remains with 10 minutes gone so far in the second half. It's Slough Town 3, Cinderford 0. Cinderford, who had a little mini revive when they beat Slough and a couple of teams. They won 3 in a row. They'd only won 6 games all season, I think it was. As Fraser does well, wins that header, but it will come through to Clare. Clare will go back to his goalkeeper. That's a tough one for him to control. Does well to control. Then takes on Gavin James as James tries to close it down, and then cleared. Flicked on well, trying to find the run of Harry, but I was going to say outsmarted by Smart, but just brushed off the ball there by Smart. And Rowley in the Slough goal gives it here towards Nisbet. Nisbet looks in towards Dunn. Dunn gives it to Nisbet. Nisbet just showing him where he's going to play it. Just doesn't plays it down the line here towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse in towards James. James does well to hold the ball up. Finds Dobson. Dobson trying to find Stonehouse. I've never seen Stonehouse so far up the field. Puts a cross in. It's going to be cleared by Nelms, and it's a corner to the Rebels. And it's taken quickly by Slough with Stonehouse in towards Dobson. Dobson tries to find Stonehouse again. Now Duke comes down the line. He's going to hit it in. Again, it's defended well, this time by Parry, and it's another corner to Slough, again on this near-hand side. And this time they're going to leave it for Dobson to put a cross into the box. And just wait for this out-swinging corner to come in for Slough. Played in towards James. James trying to get Devon. It's hooked clear though by Bloom. Only as far as Togwell. Togwell in the ball in towards Nisbet. Back towards Togwell. Togwell's a bit of space on that far hand side. Gets a chance to put a cross in. This is a good defending this time. I'm trying to see who it was. I think it was the left back Bloom this time. A really good defensive block there. As the ball almost fell to Dobson at the far hand post, but just couldn't get there. There's good some defending there by Cinderford Town. Another corner, another outswinging corner for the Rebels. Again, Dobson to take it. Slough with a little bit of movement. Go to the far post when Nisbet tries to get there. Clare wins that and wins a free kick for the foul by Nisbet, and it'll be a free kick to Cinderford inside their penalty box, and they're just warming up. 2 substitutes on the far hand side. Cinderford, are they going to make it now? I think they are. So 2 substitutions for Cinderford here. Coming off is Dan Clare. He'll be replaced by 15, which is Callum Mooney. And that's on 57 minutes. And we're just going to wait to see what the board comes up for the other one. As we just wait in. I think it's Nick Harry will be the next player off. He's replaced by Lewis Bamford. So double substitution there for Cinderford. It's Nick Harry and Dan Clare off. Coming on, Lewis Bamford and Callum Mooney. Substitutions on the 57th minute. And Clare will get the game back underway with this goal kick. Hits it straight out of play for a throw to the Rebels. Score from some goals coming in from some. Froome 2, Kettering 4 is a latest score. The kids still playing football behind that back bit there. As Slough win the ball here with Fraser. Fraser with the ball forward. Headed away by Nelms, but Slough win it back here with James. Finds Stonehouse. Stonehouse playing really advanced today. Ball into the far hand post. Head for Flood. Flood heads it. Gavin James will try and keep it in, will he? Is it gone out for a corner? That's a goal kick. And it's a goal kick to Cinderford. Clark will take this. He's got it right in the centre of his goal here. And aims his kick here, and it's left by Slough, and it's headed inwards by Hicks, but it rolls all the way through to Rowley in the Slough goal. And Nisbet just shadows it back for him, and he'll roll the ball out here for Smart. Smart will be immediately put under pressure though by Bamford. New partnership up front of Bamford and Norman. Rowley plays it on, and it's headed away by Hicks. Nisbet looks, he sees he's got loads of time, and lets the ball go out of play. It's a throw to Slough. Slough under a bit of pressure here. Ball finds Dobson. Dobson's flick on trying to find Flood, but Hicks is there first for Cinderford. Running across the field, play. Gives it to the far hand side, but just hits it too far, and it comes through towards Fraser. Fraser just overruns it, does he? Yeah, it's gone out of play for a throw. And it's going to be taken quickly in towards Welch. Welch, just a lovely little trick, but just runs into the Slough number 8, Simon Dunn. And Slough win it back with him and Warren Harris, and then Sean Fraser with the clearance. Hooked away, though, by Mooney. Then Dunn with the header, comes through to Alderdice, takes it on his chest well, chased down by the other Baldy in Togwell, but Alderdice does well, plays it here towards Mooney with the ball forward to Norman just tricks himself, and Slough win the ball back here through Nisbet, finds Gavin James just lets the ball run, now goes past the challenge, and then there's a slip there by Cinderford, but they managed to win it back here, and a little change of formation for Cinderford as the ball comes through to Rowley in the Slough goal. It looks as though Hicks will go to the right back position, and Parry has gone centre back along with Nelms. So Stonehouse, ball forward, trying to find Gavin James. He's going to leave it for Flood. Flood's on side. He's put it wide of the goal. Everyone looking at the linesman for a flag, and Flood did come from a position behind. He got the ball. He's put it wide of the goal. He really should have scored that one, as most people were just expecting the linesman to have his flag up, but he didn't. And assistant linesman. I'm getting told off. Long kick here by Clark, headed away though by Nisbet, finds Flood trying to find Dobson, but it's well brought out here by Parry, now playing as a centre back, finds Hicks just comes in and plays ball here to Welch. Welch in the centre. Lovely little play there by the Loney, hits a shot there, and it's going to come off the, let's just say, the behind of Mark Nisbet, and goes through to Rowley in the Slough goal. And Rowley will just roll the ball out here for Nisbet. Nisbet looking very accomplished today in his roll. Chips the ball forward, looking for the run of Dobson. Dobson's come all the way down this side. He's just pushed up there by Hicks. And then the referee spots the foul there and gives it, I think it was more for the second foul rather than the first one. But it's a free kick to Slough. And it's kind of like, it's almost like a short corner in theory. Slough will be making a substitution on the far hand side as well. Sean Fraser coming off, and Guy Hollis coming on. And that one on 17:62 minutes. So that substitution. So Sean Fraser off, and Guy Hollis will be coming on. And it's just going to see if Hollis will go straight in as right back. We'll see that once Nisbet comes back from going up front. So still this free kick for the Rebels to take. Dobson to take this one. And it's Dobson just dinks the ball in. It's good. Headed away by Nelms, only as far as the box. Nisbet tries to control and get it in. It'll come through here towards Flood. Flood into Warren Harris. Harris being forced away. Hits the ball and hits Nelms. It's gone for a corner. Optimistic shout of handball there, but more ball to hand than hand to ball. And this time it will be an in-swinging corner for Dobson to take on that far hand side. And Nathan Smart makes a short run for the short corner, gets the ball, gives it for Dobson. Dobson hits it in too far, and it's gone all the way over the top for a goal kick to Cinderford. So we played 18 minutes of the second half so far. It is Slough Town 3, Cinderford 0, and then we're going to see another substitution for Slough. Coming off is James Dobson. Coming on is Lewis Putman. And that's on 64 minutes. So that's Lewis Putman on for James Dobson. And we'll wait for the game to restart with this goal kick from the Cinderford goalkeeper Clark. It's Clark's ball, headed away though by Togwell, over the head of Nelms. Nelms does well to recover and then manages to clear the ball a second time, only as far as Nathan Smart. I think Smart may well go back in as right back. Loses the ball here to the substitute Bamford. Bamford trying to release Welch down that far hand side. Guy Hollis goes across for Slough. Bamford gets to the edge of the box, tries to go down the line, chips the ball in far post, forward heads it. Is it a penalty? It's an absolute penalty there for a handball by Paul Stonehouse. And he did have his hands up as Ford tried to just aim the ball forwards. Slough and Slough players not really arguing that one. It's he had his arm. Paul Stonehouse is trying to state he had his arm covering his face. It's a little bit higher than that. It's a penalty here to Cinderford. So Rowley's up here against Welch. So the two league players in theory, one from on loan from Cardiff City, one from Shrewsbury Town. Welch to take this penalty for Cinderford Town. Steps up, looks to feint, and then slides it past Rowley. And it's a 3-1 here, but to the small travelling band of Cinderford fans haven't really celebrated that goal too much. They just want to get back on with it and play the ball. So Slough will have the kick off. That goal coming on 20 minutes of the second half. Goal for Jared Welch from the penalty. And that's on 65 minutes. And Slough immediately lose the ball forward in towards Welch. Welch seeing a bit more of the play. Ball played here looking for Norman. Norman up against Nisbet. Norman gets to the edge of the box, just being forced wide, but still manages to keep it in. Finds on the far hand side Mooney. Mooney with a shot, and wow, I don't know if that was a cross, but Rowley was totally misjudged it. Has to run back and push the ball from almost under his own net there. And it's a corner to Cinderford. Slough with some defending to do here. The double substitution for Slough seems to have affected them more than it has Cinderford. Welch will go across to take this corner. Slough with some defending to do here. Looking for the ball. It plays short towards Norman. Norman tries to play the ball in. Slough will win it back here with Gavin James. Gavin James up towards Warren Harris. Chance of a break here for Slough, but they've taken it short and then in towards Flood. Flood trying to find the run of Putman, but Putman won't get that one. Unfortunately, it's gone out of play. And it looks as though Nathan Smart has gone to the right back position, and Hollis and Nisbet will be the two centre backs. Putman has just gone in as a replacement for Dobson on that left hand side. It's a throw here by Bloom, headed away by Nathan Smart, and then Flood wins the next header, but only as far on that far hand side. Oh, and Nisbet tries to head it back towards his goalkeeper, and it's a bit short, and Norman tries to get there, but good goalkeeping by Rowley He's just telling his back forward just to calm down a little bit here. Ball just seemed to hang in the air for ages as Norman tried to get there, but Rowley did well to go for that under the attentions of the striker, and Rowley will kick this ball from the floor. Aims towards Flood. Comes off the head of Allardyce. Ball here comes forward to Putman. Putman will let it run out for a throw to Slough. And they're going to leave it for Stonehouse to take this throw. And Stonehouse level the 18-yard line in towards Putman. Putman just turns away. He's just still got the ball here. Plays it in towards Nisbet. Nisbet with the ball in. It's easily cleared though by Cinderford. Comes out here towards Ford. Ford with the ball forward. Bit of a break here for Cinderford if he looks up. Norman just delays his ball, and it's flicked on well by Welch to the far hand side for Bamford. Bamford, ball played in deep towards Ford. Oh, it's over the top of his head, and it goes out for a throw to Slough, and Slough under some pressure here in this second half. And Guy Hollis just doing something with his shirt before he takes this long throw, trying to get Slough out of this area. Long throw by him, headed away though by Hicks. Comes through towards Welch. Welch flicking the ball on, trying to find Norman. Hollis comes across, almost plays it into the path, and it's a second penalty for Cinderford. This time a foul by Nisbet on Welch. And Slough are trying to throw this away here today. A poor play here by Slough. They've given away 2 penalties here in the space of 4 minutes. And again, it's going to be Welch that will take this one against Rowley. And absolutely no doubt about these penalties here. Both of them 100% spot on. Rowley just up against Welch again. Welch going for his second of the game. And his second penalty of the game. Welch takes up, throws it. Oh, it's a great save by Rowley, who dives low. Ball still in place, gone out for a corner. That is a really good save by Sean Rowley in the Slough goal on his debut. And it keeps the score at Slough 3, Cinderford 1. But Slough just got some defending to do, and they need to sort themselves out here defensively. Since that change with Sean Fraser going off, they've been absolutely terrible. Corner comes in at the far hand side. It's Parry who heads it, and it goes all the way over, and it's a goal kick to the Rebels. But Slough just needs a steadying hand here, as I'm trying to see who the captain is at the moment. Slough fans trying to do their best to get behind the Rebels. I'm still trying to find out who the Slough captain is actually, but I can't see who's got the captain. It was Nisbet now as the captain, and he's just given away the penalty. Kick here by Rowley, headed away by Flood though. Comes on from Dunn in towards Ford. Ford will leave the ball. It's come through though to Flood. Flood just wins the ball back for Slough, trying to find Putman. Putman has Togwell in attendance. Togwell winning, plays the ball back out towards Putman. Putman just forced back here towards Nisbet. Now under a bit of pressure here now. Cinderford have certainly upped the tempo with the substitution. In fact, Jared Welch is playing kind of behind the centre forward. Ball here with Togwell, trying to find the run of Putman. Putman on that far inside, up against Hicks. Hicks gets there first, clears, but only as far as a throw to Slough. A couple of feet away from the corner flag on that far hand side. Slough just need a little bit, maybe a fourth goal here. Ball's here with Simon Dunn, gets to the byline, chips the ball across to the far hand part, floats underneath it. Flood rises high in towards James. James gets the fourth for the Rebels, and he puts it into the bottom of the net from about 10 yards. And Gavin James gets his second of the game, and that one on 71 minutes. So it's Slough 4, Cinderford 1. And Gavin James with his second goal of the game. Let's have a quick look to see what's going on in some of the other games. Let's just have a look at what we can find. As Cinderford take the kick-off out here towards Bloom. Game certainly livening up here. Kings Langley have got a goal back. Kings Langley 1, Stratford 2. Still Weymouth 2, Cambridge City 0. So now with some defending to do. Welch again underneath it. Welch winning the ball inside the penalty area, just being forced wide by a couple of players. Hits it off a Slough player. It's a corner to Cinderford. Banbury have just gone 3-0 up in their game away to Chesham. Chesham without a manager at the moment. Let's have a look and see what else we can find. Redditch have equalised. Redditch 1, Hitchin 1. Kings Lynn have gone 2-0 up as this corner comes in on the far hand side. It's Welch again who'll take this one, goes near post. There's a bundle of players there. Slough looks to try and wait for it to go out, comes back out towards Welch. He hits it near post, and Rowley saves it but goes across for the line for another corner. And Slough with some defending to do. Gallant effort here by Cinderford, who maybe 4-1 down, but certainly putting Slough under pressure here. And again, it's a Jared Welch corner in towards Nelms. Nelms goes flying, heads it the wrong way, and Gavin James will try and keep it in for Slough. Does well to keep it in, and then tries to win his own flick on. Hits it straight at Mooney, and it's out for a throw to Slough. Bad news is that Chippenham, as a substitution comes in for Slough. And making his debut for the Rebels is Liam Envermarum. He's coming on 73 minutes, and he will be replacing Chris Flood. So Envermarum making his debut. Chippenham 2, Merthyr 0. You wouldn't believe it, they scored from a penalty. Not worth saying anything. As Stonehouse will look to take this throw for Slough. Over the head of everyone, comes through here towards Welch. Welch holds the ball up here, finds Alderdice. Alderdice spreads it on the far hand side to Bloom. Bloom has a bit of space to bring the ball forward, trying to chip it in here, looking for the run of Bamford. Hollis is there for Slough and plays it across. It's out for a throw to Cinderford on the far hand side. Slough just waiting for a couple of kids to go and get the ball. And Bloom will take this throw for Cinderford, about 25 yards away. Finds Welch trying to turn and play the ball forward. He evades a couple of challenges, trying to find Bloom, but Nathan Smart's there for Slough, but Bloom tries to win it back. It comes off Bloom last. It's a throw to Slough Town, and the sun really just trying to come through a little bit on that far hand side, but as yet not come through. Slough have a throw on the far hand side. Hollis to take. Long throw by Hollis, trying to find Envermarum. Envermarum's first touch is to win a free kick on the halfway line. And Slough tried to take it a little bit too quickly, not in the right place by a good few yards. Pulled back there by the referee. Slough take it quickly with Togwell towards Smart. Back towards Togwell. Togwell under a bit of pressure. Manages to get across into the far hand side. Trying to find Envermarum, but it bounces too far in. And comes into the hands of Clark, the goalkeeper. So I make it. We've got about 15 minutes left of the game as the ball's played forwards. Warren Harris wins it, does well to win the second. Gets a lucky ricochet with the third, but the referee says it hits his hand. And it's a free kick to Cinderford. And a free kick for Cinderford, just in a couple of feet inside their own half. It's going to be Nels, the captain, that will take this for them. Just waiting for a couple of his fellow players just to make their way forwards. And Nelms just looking to take this free kick. Drills it to the far hand side where he finds Mooney. Mooney just being forced back by a couple of Slough players. Comes off Warren Harris last. It's a throw to Cinderford on the far hand side. Half inside the Slough half. So score is still Slough Town 4, Cinderford 1. Ball played in looking for Mooney. Mooney got a bit of space. Gets across in but only hits Nathan Smart. Smart's got plenty of time to just wait. Oh, and then delays it a little bit too long. Mooney comes back and wins it back there and then plays it off a Slough player for another throw. Mooney will leave it for Bloom to come and take. And Bloom just looking for a Cinderford Town player to make an option. Comes on to Alderdice. Alderdice plays it, but only as far as Togwell. Togwell plays it off Welch towards Envermarum. Envermarum's first touch. Surely he wins a second free kick with his second touch. He does. At this rate. And the referee, I think, is just going to pull Nelms over for a chat for that free kick there. And you'll see the third and final substitution for Cinderford, and the final substitution of the day. Coming off is number 7, Elliot Ford. Coming on is Ben Hands. Substitution on 77 minutes. And, 76 really, to be 77, 76, somewhere along there. And it's the final substitution of the game, so the electronic sub-ball can be put away. As Nathan Smart takes this free kick, trying to find Stonehouse or Putman, but it's headed away by Hicks. And Slough have a throw on the far hand side. It really does look like the sun's really trying to burst through there on that far hand side. Slough with a throw, taken quickly by then, trying to find Envermarum, headed away, comes through towards Welch. Welch closed down by Dunn. Welch just being forced away from goal, but finds Bloom. Bloom can travel, just bringing the ball, looking for a chipped ball forwards for the run of Norman. It's over the head of everyone, and Rowley does really well to come to the edge of his box and hold the ball. And it's Rowley just drops the ball at the edge of his penalty area and then plays a long ball down, trying to find Putman. Putman does really well, wins that first header, but Nelms with the clearance, only as far as Warren Harris. Harris trying to put it through, hooked away though by Hicks. Through to Norman. Norman tries to head it on here, and Slough clear with Nisbet. That's a poor header though, and Slough trying to win it back on the far hand side with Togwell. Togwell out here towards Nisbet. Nisbet almost playing as a right back and then scoops the ball straight out of play. It's gone out for a throw to Cinderford on the halfway line. And Welch trying to flick the ball in there on the far hand side. Warren Harris wins it in, but it goes out of play. It's another throw to Cinderford. And it's just waiting for Cinderford to get the ball up to the right area. As the throw comes in, Slough head the ball away, comes through to Gavin James. Gavin James just holds the ball up, just lets it overrun. Dunn goes flying in. Ball one, said the referee. Headed away though by Nelms. Back here towards Bamford. Bamford just turns into Simon Dunn. Simon Dunn just a little push in the back there. And spotted by the referee. It's a free kick to Cinderford, a couple of yards inside the Slough half, and it's Nelms who will take this free kick. Aims here for Mooney. Mooney can't keep the header in, it goes out of play. It's a throw for Slough, and let's have a look. Basingstoke are now 2-1 down to Kings Lynn. Let's have a look and see what else we've got coming on as Hollis comes across to take this throw for Slough. Hitchin back in front, 2-1. So it's Redditch 1, Hitchin 2. Let's see what else is going on. As Cinderford, huge throw here by Hicks. Hollis comes across, comes off Welch last. It's a throw to Slough. Welch looking at the assistant referee, and it clearly came off him last. Putman here just loses the ball here towards Mooney, but wins it back and then plays it towards Togwell. Togwell just spreads the ball for Slough on the far hand side, finding Nathan Smart. Smart in that right back position now, just closed down by the substitute Ben Hands. Gives it to James. James loses the ball to Allardyce. This game's certainly not over here at the moment. Allardyce just runs into, just plays it a little bit behind. Nathan Smart comes back and manages to clear and try to find Envermarum. Envermarum this time doesn't win a free kick with his third touch. And in fact he loses the ball. It's won back here well by Bamford. Bamford trying to be a little bit more direct. Touch there by Nisbet. Wins the ball back. He will leave it here for Putman. Putman's with a bit of space here now to try and possibly run. He wants the ball more to his feet so he can run forward with it. He leaves the ball and loses it. It's won back here by Bamford. But he plays the ball over for Hands. Hands does well to come back and take the ball away from Warren Harris. Then the ball down the field, trying to find Norman. Norman tips it in, does he? No, he doesn't. It's a throw to the Rebels, right by the away dugout. And we've got 10 minutes left of this second half, plus whatever the referee adds on. Nathan Smart to take this throw. And Smart just throws it all the way back here towards Rowley. Rowley with the ball across here for Stonehouse. Stonehouse does well, takes it down well. Trying to play the ball up for here for Putman. Hits Putman, but Putman still runs onto the ball. Putman just trying to go down the byline. Gets a chance to cross in. Gets a great cross in. James wins it. He's at the crossbar. And it's still going around. James has another shot. It's blocked. It's gone for a goal kick. And Gavin James almost had his first hat-trick for the Rebels there. You're not going to get much closer than that. I think the crossbar's mostly still shaking. It's a cracking effort. And the second time that Slav hit the crossbar and the ball's come down and not bounced over the line. And they will count themselves unlucky not to be a little bit more in front than they already are. And Clark will take this goal kick to get the game back underway. Chips this one, and that's a free header there by Putman. Just got caught as he played the ball, but it will come through here towards Nisbet. Nisbet smacks that one high up in the air. Envermarum underneath it for Slough, up against Nelms. And this time Envermarum's fifth touch of the ball is to give away a free kick. So he's not having the best of start so far, is he? And Clark will take this throw. Long kick, free kick. And it's so Hollis just heads it backwards. Norman underneath it. Does well to flick it into the path of Welch. Welch trying to find hands on the far hand side. It's tackled there by Warren Harris, but it's going to be a corner to Cinderford Town. And again, Welch will be the player that goes across to take this one. In swinging corner here for Cinderford. Hands has come short. We're going to play it here to the edge for Mooney. Mooney hits it in. It's blocked by Smart. Mooney will try and get a second chance. James with the clearance. Mooney trying to get there. Ball falls kindly somehow to Mark Nisbet. Clears the ball. And then Hicks volleys it back in. Hits Allardyce. Allardyce holds the ball up. Finds a bit of space here on this near hand side for the substitute Mooney. Mooney trying to get the crossing up against Nisbet. Nisbet blocks the cross. Mooney will have a second chance to play it to Hicks. Hicks gathers inside, trying to play the ball in. Get excuse there again for Slough. It's Mark Nisbet. This time Envermarum holds the ball up and finds Gavin James. Gavin James looks up. He's got 4 on the attack. Nathan Smart's down one bit. Nathan Smart down that right hand side. Smart gets to the bar lane. Does he overrun it? I thought he'd overrun it. It's out for a corner. And it came off Jared Welch. He'd come back and tracked. So it's a corner to Slough. This time Putman will take it as Dobson's on the bench here now. Putman being his replacement on the pitch. And again, it'll be an in-swinging corner. And Putman just whips this ball into the box. It's come from Guy Hollis. Heads it wide of the goal. And it's out for a goal kick to Cinderford. And we've got 6.5 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on. We've had our full set of substitutions today, so a good few minutes to add on at least. As Clark takes this goal kick. Slough will get there with Hollis, but only as far as Mooney. Mooney flicking the ball over, trying to find the run of Welch. Good tackle there by Nisbet. Breaks kindly as it hits Togwell and finds Dunn. Back towards Togwell. Finds Warren Harris. Harris just plays it here towards Envermarum, who's just on the touchline. Just loses the ball and tries to dive to win it back. But it's Bloom with the ball here for Cinderford. He loses out though to Togwell. Togwell can bring the ball forward. Striding forwards for Slough. Plays it in here towards Jay. Just overruns it a little bit. And it's hooked clear. And Stonehouse will try and keep the ball in, will he? He won't. He's going to leave it for a throw to Slough. And taken quickly by Stonehouse towards Dunn. Dunn has time to turn. Chip the ball down, looking for Gavin James, but the ball's gone straight out of play. It's a throw to Cinderford. And the ball trying to find Welch. Hooked clear though by Hollis. Now Envermarum holds the ball up. Finds Putman. Putman again loses it, but Stonehouse is there for Slough. Ball falls kindly towards Putman. Back here towards Nisbet. Nisbet's ball forwards, hooked away by Allardyce. Comes through here, held up well by Norman inside the centre box. And Slough win it back with a tackle by Guy Hollis. Here for Simon Dunn. Finds Lewis Putman. Putman's got Stonehouse with him. In towards Stonehouse. Dunn gets the ball back. Dunn goes on a break forwards. Finds Envermarum. Envermarum trying to hold the ball up. Lost the ball again and looking for a free kick, which he doesn't get. Mooney with the ball to Allardyce. Up towards Norman. Cinderford with some really good football, but Mark Nisbet's there again for Slough. Ball's here towards Putman. In towards Dunn. And Putman gets the ball back. In towards Nisbet. Nisbet seeing so much of the ball. Played the ball forward. It's blocked by Cinderford. Comes through to Hicks. Hicks in towards Bamford. Bamford does well to evade the challenge of Simon Dunn. Still with the ball at his feet, but not when Mark Nisbet's there, and Hicks has the ball. Slough trying to get the ball back. It's come here through to Mooney. Mooney travelling well with the ball. Cuts inside a couple of players, but Stonehouse wins it back for Slough. Now Stonehouse looking for the run of Gavin James, headed away by Nelms. Only as far as Welch. Welch holds it up well, trying to find Ben Hands. Knife and Smart's there first for Slough, but Welch is there again. If this game was a little bit closer, you'd say it was like an even game, but Slough somehow leading this 4-1. Welch with the ball forward, trying to find Mooney. Mooney with the touch, holds the ball up well. Just needs a little bit of movement. Comes from Norman, but guess who's there for Slough? Mark Nisbet. And Nisbet now has the ball through to Putman. Putman looking immediately for Gavin James. Gavin James up against Nelms. Nelms wins it. Heads it into the path of Bloom. Bloom can turn. Played in towards Bamford, but Slough win it back here with Nathan Smart. Slough just not finding the ball in the final third at the moment. Ball's with Simon Dunn, just inside the centre circle of his own half. Spreads it here to Mark Nisbet, who's had a storming second half for the Rebels. Finds Stonehouse. Slough just lacking a bit of movement up front here. Ball comes to Envermarum. He tries to hold the ball up. In towards Stonehouse. Finds Putman. Back towards Stonehouse. In now towards Togwell. Togwell towards Dunn. Dunn spreads it to Hollis. Now passing the ball around a little bit here. Out here towards Nathan Smart. Smart with the ball down the line, trying to find James. Well spotted by the captain of Cinderford Nelms. Leaves it here for Hands. Hands trying to find the run of Norman, but Guy Hollis, just about gets to there first and plays it into the path of Rowley. And then here with Mark Nisbet. And Nisbet just bringing the ball forwards. In towards Togwell. Togwell picks it up in the centre circle where he likes to be. Togwell with the ball forwards to James. James trying to hold it up. Just gets caught there. And got a clash with Allardyce. And James is... I think it's just an impact knock that he's got there. But free kick to the Rebels. Gavin James is fine. He's going to be up on his feet. And we're just going to see what else is going on. Gavin James has just been named the Slough Town Man of the Match for his 2 goals. We've got about 2 minutes and a few seconds left to add on. And plus whatever the referee adds on. It's going to be Lewis Putman and Lee Togwell standing over this free kick for the Rebels. Putman chips the ball forwards in towards Nisbet. Nisbet tries to get there. It comes through to Gavin James. Gavin James shoots. It's blocked. And it's being cleared and it's gone out for a throw to Slough. And Slough still have the ball here with Simon Dunn. Done right by the corner flag. Just loses the ball out here towards Mooney. Mooney's clearance finds Norman. Norman up against Hollis. Slough won it back and then Norman loses out towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse just got caught there, did he? By Hicks, he did. And it's a free kick to the Rebels. And this one's right on the edge of the penalty box, about 20 yards away from goal. And interesting to see if Cinderford put a large wall, just a 2-man wall here for Cinderford. It's going to be Putman that stands over this free kick for Slough. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. Shoots, hits it straight at the ball. Ball comes straight back to him. This time he chips the ball forwards. Headed away though by Hands, only as far as Togwell. Togwell tries to find the right balls. Given away. Now it's a break here for Cinderford with Bamford. Bamford finds Mooney. Mooney coming here, travelling 10-15 yards. So Slough got back in numbers, but Mooney's going to have a dig. And it's well saved there by Rowley in the Slough goal. Got his body behind that one. And he'll just slow the game down a little bit. Rowley just drops the ball at his feet outside of the box and then plays it full up towards Gavin James. Gavin James almost takes it down well, just loses it. Nelms brings it out for Cinderford. Up here towards Hands. Hands inside his own half. Just has the ball stuck in his feet. Finds Welch. Welch can turn. Looks to spread the ball here for Mooney. Mooney taking up a wide position. Takes it on his thigh. Good control there by him. Looks to get it on his left foot and chip the ball in. Nisbet trying to get there first. He gets to it first and then Putman will try and clear for Slough. Just takes a touch and then hooks it clear. Only as far as Mooney. Mooney with the ball into the box. Finds Bamford who's got through. It's hit the post and Slough can clear through Mark Nisbet. Bamford just he just had a touch to it just as Rowley came out. Hit the post, went across the goal. And then it was Mark Nisbet with the clearance. Quick throw here by Cinderford on the far hand side to Welch. Welch in towards Mooney. Oh, Mooney just takes his eye off the ball and loses it. Now Stonehouse try and break here for Slough. He's got Putman on his outside if he needs him. That's the ball to play. Putman just being forced back out by Hicks. Oh, he goes past him well. Breaks into the box. Still running the ball. Shoots! And he's hit it over the top of the bar. And Togwell was in a really good position inside the box. But Putman went for goal and it's gone wide. And it's a goal kick. I make it we played a minute of added time in the second half already. There'll be a couple more just for the substitutions. We will try and give you all the full times from our the games in our league. As Clark with the ball, headed away by Hollis, comes through towards Warren Harris. Harris does well, controls the ball, brings it forwards for South, finds Gavin James. James on a hat-trick, holding the ball up on that far-hand side. Just finds Togwell. Togwell's in acres of space here for Slough. Then gives it towards Putman. Putman this time a better angle. Hits it again. He's gone wide of the goal. And it's more of a cross shot, that one, but a little bit closer to the side of the goal. But it's a goal kick to Cinderford, and it's just basically up to the referee now, Mr. Horn, how long he's going to add on. And we'll just see how long he will add on for today's game. It's going to be Clark who takes this goal kick for the Rebels. Free header though for Togwell. Finds Invermar. Invermar pass in towards James. In towards Togwell. Togwell trying to run with it. Allardyce is there for Cinderford. Plays it back to his goalkeeper. Togwell chases it. Clark has the ball. Plays it away, but only as far as Stonehouse. Stonehouse for Slough. Just plays the ball forward. It will go into the wind. It goes out of play for a throw to Cinderford. Taken quickly towards Mooney. Mooney does well. Turns past a couple of plays. In towards Norman. Norman finds Allardyce. Ball pluck in, looking for the run of Mooney. Mooney's in a good position down this near hand side. Wants it on his left foot though, and Stonehouse just forces him wide of way. Oh, and then Mooney does well. Go past Stonehouse. Hits it in low, and it's cleared by Hollis. It's a corner though to Cinderford Town on this near hand side. And it's going to be Welch again that will take this corner for our visitors. And Welch takes a corner, headed away by Nisbet to the far post, where it comes to Allardyce. Now try to clear, and in fact it's the final whistle here at Arbour Park. It's finished Slough Town 4, Cinderford Town 1, and the first half Slough were by far the better side for the majority. Gavin James has been made man of the match. And there will be some video highlights, and the game really turned in the fact that Slough in the second half defended poorly, gave away 2 penalties, one which Rowley saved at 3-1, and literally a couple of minutes after Rowley saved that penalty, Slough went up the other end and got a 4th in Gavin James, and it will be a turning point in the game. I think if Cinderford had got that second goal back there, it might have changed the way that the second half panned out, but as it finished here, Slough Town 4, Cinderford 1, and we wish Cinderford a safe journey back to the Forest of Dean. Bet they've all been down at the Cheltenham Festival for the week. Let's have a look at some of the full-time scores. Chippenham 3, Merthyr 1. I don't know how Froome was finished 3-3 when it was 4-2. We'll check that one. Let's have a look at what's going on, because that seems a bit strange. Bognor 7, Folkestone 1. Weymouth 2, Cambridge City 0. Strangely enough, I think Biggleswade were only 1-0 up at half time. They've ended up winning 6-0. So Biggleswade 6, Hayes and Yedding 0. Chisham 0, Banbury 4. Kingsland 2, Basingstoke 1. Full-time Redditch 1, Hitchin 2. And then Leamington 5, Dunstable 0. That seems to be roughly about it that we can find. I just can't find that Froome one. For some reason it says 3-3, but I've got a funny feeling someone said it was 4-2 that it came through earlier. Our apologies for the fact that we didn't have first half commentary for the first 20 odd minutes of the game. I'll try and sort it out for the next game. The next game will be away to Froome next Saturday. There is a supporters coach leaving the Roman Catholic School at the back here. That's leaving at 11 o'clock. If you can't get there, then listen to us. Another full-time score: St Ives 1, Dorchester 0. For some reason it finished Froome 3, Kettering 3, even though someone tweeted that Froome were 4-2 down. But there you go. There you go. So those are the end of the scores. Thank you very much for your patience today with the fact that we haven't been able to set everything up properly. And we'll be back on Saturday, where it'll be we'll be away to Froome, and we'll be back from 10 to 3 with all the commentary from that game. So until then, thank you very much for listening in, and we wish you the very best for the rest of the weekend.